Hello and welcome back. In this short lecture, we're going to learn about device configuration related to the profiles. To begin with, I would like to start by creating a new profile, and this time we are going to choose as Windows 10 related profile, but the profile type would be Windows 10 with the Teams option. So this is basically provides for the Windows 10 teams for projecting something in your meeting rooms, kind of most of the configuration. So let's begin with the apps and configuration in the categories. If you can see here, wake screen and sign in, my meeting files, all that can be blocked or can be configured. Similarly, you can check out for Azure Insights. If you wanna, if you have already having the Azure Operations Insight, you can give here the workspace ID and the key so that it would be integrated directly with your Azure Operations Insights. So in our case, I'm not configuring this as we don't have anything here. And further to the configuration here under maintenance, you have real maintenance for the Windows update. Say example, if you enable, once you enable, you can say that hey, the mission can be maintenance between, let's say, 12 a.m. to maybe I wanted to allow for 3 hours, maybe for any kind of updates to be installed or maybe any kind of softwares to be pushed out. Such configuration can be done with the maintenance windows for updates especially. So this is specific to the updates which are coming from Microsoft Update. So we click OK so that that configuration can be configured. Now from the sessions, you can give the sessions like how much time the screen of the volume should be there, and also screen timeout, sleep, and session resume time. All that screen locking specific settings can be configured here. And also we do have here for the wireless projection, you can have configuration whether we need to configure any pin for the wireless projection or mirrorcast is enable, or you want to block it, a mirrorcast wireless projection channel, you want to configure any specific channel so that that channel will be used. Such configurations can be done under device restrictions. Now let's jump into the another section. Now other type of profile would be the delivery optimization. With the Intune, delivery optimizations is very much useful to reduce your bandwidth consumption when a client is trying to download maybe software updates or maybe applications. So this is very much a required configuration, and most of the companies they do configure this. One important note would be delivery optimization settings. Whatever you're going to configure here will be replaced by your existing Windows 10 update rings. So make sure that you are properly configure, otherwise it's going to be replace your existing settings. Now let's jump into the settings configuration. You can see here how it's gonna download it, whether you wanted to allow from HTTP only, no peering, or with a peering option, with a NAT and the other peering options. And you can also configure here bandwidth optimization with the absolute or percentage of what is the percentage should be your minimum maximum background bandwidth downloading capacity. All that can be configured from these settings. And also you can also configure the most useful option would be the percentage with the business hours. This is what most of the companies they do configure the setting, like the business hours, stat hours. They would give it like if their business is starting maybe example 8 a.m. to maybe approximately to business and maybe around 6 p.m. that's maximum hours. In that situation, whatever is there, this is going to be your business hours, and rest of the hours can be configured based on the percentage so that it's gonna use that specific setting. So similar settings can be configured with the maximum foreground download bandwidth as well as the background download bandwidth limitation. So all that can be configured along with the delay between downloads as well as the configuring with the RAM required for the peer caching, disk size to be required. All this kind of critical information can be configured within the delivery optimization settings. Most of these settings are self-explanatory. I hope you can read them from the information and you can configure appropriate. If you have still any of the questions, you can always post into the questions and answer section. Since it's going to be lengthy of configurations under profile configuration, I'm going to short at all those settings so that whatever the important settings are there, that can be configured with our task lab. Thank you for watching this.